What's up, everyone? Keegan here. First review on the channel, first video, like true video on the channel. It's not a short. There's gonna be another video explaining why I'm branching off from my old channel, but that's another video. You can watch that later. Today, I'm reviewing the Ebonite GB5 Hybrid, and specs are gonna be here-ish. And I decided what's the best way to test a ball other than a league setting where you're going to be using a ball. And that's what I did. I used it during the league on Thursday night, 5-man team. We were missing 2 guys, so only 8 people total, so essentially a 4-man in a level of transition. And I'm not going to talk about like what I thought about the ball at this very moment, because I'm going to do another portion at the end after you kind of get to see the ball a little bit and hear me talk about league and like what's going on in it. I'll talk about some expectations that I had for the ball. I've recorded this before, but I lost that footage. So here's this. I essentially assumed that it was going to be a hybrid hammerhead. Like what I would get out of that type of reaction. Fitting kind of in between the OG Hammerhead and the Hammerhead Pearl. And being kind of a more dynamic in like reaction wise Ethos Hybrid, which is another ball that I have that I do like. I just don't throw every time. Let's get on the lanes, and then I'll tell you if I was right. Game 1 to 11, not bad. Had one big split in the age that did hurt my overall score, but the ball was really good. It reminds me of what like a hybrid hammerhead would be like. And if you know how much I like the hammerhead, you know I like that. So I'm happy right now. Still kind of getting used to some quirks on it, but you know, new ball, it's gonna happen. But I really like it. We want a game 2. GB5. Stay with the GB5 the whole night. I mean, I do have to consider switching on some point because this league, but dude, it's looking great. Had a little bit of a thumb issue in that last shot where I left that kind of funky split where it just didn't feel right off my thumb, and I didn't get enough on it. But I'm loving this ball. It's exactly what I've been kind of wanting. It's a half step down from my hammerhead, and that's what I need for League of the South. So I love this ball so far. Let's finish out game 3. See what I get. Forgot to move the camera, that's why I didn't strike. Finished 2 flat on the last game. They were transitioning kind of odd, but still threw the ball well. It was just transition, man. Gotta fight it. But we almost swept tonight. We lost the last game by 8 pins total. Yeah, it happens, but hey, we got 5 out of 7, so I'll have more final thoughts on the ball here soon. I was right. This ball rolled exactly how I thought it was going to. I love this thing. I'm still recovering from an ankle injury. I mentioned it in the live stream both weeks, and even in like the longer text posts under the like short / reel / TikToks that I've been making, talking about that. But I'm recovering from an ankle injury. I was off for a month, and I'm second week back. Still not like 100% there. I'm like at 80 to 85. But this ball did something special. It rolled so good. And like I said, it's a hybrid hammerhead. If you like the hammerhead and you just want some touch cleaner, touch more dynamic, I'll say off the spot, just a little bit more responsiveness on it, GB5 hybrid is it, until they come out with a hybrid hammerhead, which I hope is soon. Hammerhead good, and I want more. I'm buying another hammerhead here soon too. I'm actually the next 3 balls I'm getting, other than like stuff to review, are going to be I'm buying a black hammer because I don't have a urethane ball, and I'm buying another hammerhead, and then I'm buying another alert. Those balls are that good. I want more. Let's talk about the actual bag you can have with it. And the thing is, yes, I think it complements the hammerhead very well. The problem is, for most people out there who don't buy an exorbitant amount of bowling balls, I don't think they fit in the same bag. Unless like you really just want something, a direct step off of it in a slightly different direction and very slightly different reaction, if you're looking for that, this is the perfect ball for you. If you're trying to use both together and you're wanting a more wide range of conditions, like a set 6 balls. I mean, that's kind of how we do this thing, right? 6 balls is considered standard. I don't really see them fitting for most people unless you know exactly what you're needing in any condition. I would say one or the other for the most part. Now you can separate them a little bit more with surface, but they're both 500, 200. And HK22 Game Breaker 12.7 feels like aggression. Like, it doesn't feel like aggression hybrid necessarily, but it honestly feels, it's very similar strength, even though it's actually, it feels a little bit smoother. Because if you know me, HK22 aggression hybrid was on my least favorite ball of all time. Dark Web hybrid. Hated that ball. This, I was a little bit worried going into this that it was going to be a situation like that. It's not. This ball is so good. It rolls very consistently. Now, yeah, I had a lot of thumb issues end of game 2 and most of game 3. But that's part of it. Like, it's getting hotter. I just came back after a month. My thumb's feeling weird with all of that. If I was to build a bag kind of around the idea of I have to have the Game Breaker 5 hybrid. If I don't know what I'm going on, if I'm like trying to be competitive here, I can actually do it with a lot of Ebonite balls. I'm not going to, but I'm gonna lean towards it just for brand synergy and all that. It's because they're all good, right? A lot of them are really good right now. I go Spartan, just because it's a little bit rounder of the HK22C, like it's smoother of the HK22C squared balls. I think since this may be a little bit smoother, but I like the Spartan a lot. I like how it rolls. Kind of want one myself. We'll see if that happens. So I'd go Spartan, and I'd go something like I have like a full effect, maybe an Eternity Pearl, if I really felt like it. But like something kind of shinier, but not like super responsive and skid flippy. Maybe even like a Zero Mercy Pearl would fit good on, because that's pretty, it's chuggy for how high that RG is. And then I would slot in that GB5 hybrid, and then I go to something kind of like a Hammerhead Pearl or a GB5 Pearl, just to kind of have something a little bit, you know, cleaner, a little bit sharper. And then honestly, the bottom 2 balls for me right now, it's kind of standard. Alert and Black Hammer. If you have those and you have surface pads, you're going to be able to fight a lot of conditions. In terms of like what I would give this ball, like I'm kind of copying Luke Rosedahl here on this, but like it's worth it to talk about for different people and people who throw the ball differently. Well, he's not reviewing these balls, so Luke, if you want me to stop, let me know. But I give it, like, in terms of like effectiveness and what it was intending to do, I'm gonna give it an A. I don't think it's like an S tier on that. Like it might be, but I'm probably never gonna give anything an S tier right off the bat. It's gonna be rare that I like something that much, and I love this ball, but I'm not gonna give it an S tier. But I think like it does what it's wanting to do very well. It feels like a game breaker, and game breakers are good, so of course it's a good ball. bang to buck ratio is also really, really good. I mean, it's already kind of on sale for like 145. Like, it started off that way whenever they're normally like I think it's like 160 for Game Breakers. It's already like 15 bucks off, but it's like price to performance, you can spend a lot more money and get a lot less out of it. So that's also getting an A. And in terms of what I'm going to call bowler versatility, like low revs, high revs, stuff like that, I'm going to give it a B. I'm rev dominant. So I know that when something works really well for me with lower rev bowlers, they need to look at it a little bit more and like look at their game a little bit more before I'm going to say, yes, you absolutely need to get this one. Match players are going to love this ball because they're going to be able to do a lot with it. High rev players are going to like it more than they think they will because it's smoother than you think it's going to be in a good way. Like, a lot of times high revs can get, if high rev players with lower speed, if you're someone like me and you bowl on kind of higher friction as well, you're going to gravitate towards sanded stuff and stronger stuff because weaker and shinier and more responsive things hook too much. They jump off the spot and they're a little bit uncontrollable. You're going to get a lot of control out of this one, and you're going to get a lot of shape out of it as well. At least you can, depending on, you know, your hand position. But you're going to be able to control that shape. So, like, I'm saying a lot of things here, but essentially, this ball is really good at doing what you tell it to do without losing its personality in the process. I really like it on a house shot. I'm going to get a chance to test it on Sports Shot later this month. I'm going up to Smyrna for the Music City Scratch Tour, stop number 4. We're going to be bowling on the PBA Don Carter pattern from 2025. I'll have a video from all of that as well. But essentially, what I'm saying is, low rev rates, you'll probably like it, but, you know, think about it a little bit more. Talk to your PSO a little bit more than just saying, Keegan said get it, so I'm going to get it. Everyone else, match players, rev dominant players, get the ball. You're probably going to like it. I have been Nato Seaman Bar Reviews. This has just been Keegan. And, well, see y'all in the next one.